Hi there, and welcome back to yet another great episode of Mind Power. My name is Bryce L. Tomlinson from newdepthmedia.com, and today I'm going to show you an unboxing and review of the Inateck portable Bluetooth speaker model BP2001. Just before I go on, I want to let you guys know this is not a paid review. This product was sent to me to review by Inateck. They contacted me and they asked me to review their product. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, tell you everything that I like, love, dislike, hate about this thing, just like any of my other products that I ever show you. The only difference is they sent this to me for me to review. So you guys know that this is an impartial review. So let's get to the unboxing part here. And we have a handsome black box with these musical notes and stuff on it. And so let's open it up. Inside here you will find this black plastic kind of injection molded thing here, and your speaker is tucked away inside this. Underneath that you will also find that you have a USB cable here, which is a standard USB cable that you would use with pretty much anything. This is the micro B, and it will plug into like my phone, and so you can use this on a multitude of devices. I am so happy that a standard has been established for most things, that we use mostly the same two connectors, either a micro or a mini B connector, and this one is the micro B. Let's have a look at the speaker. The manual here, which has a number of details on how to get it paired up, but you kind of don't need this instruction manual. At least I didn't. It gives you a little bit of advice on, you know, when you pair it up and stuff, but basically you can just charge it with this. It comes with a little bit of a charge in it. This is an audio cable. It's about 2 feet long. You can plug your iPod or whatever device, Bluetooth or not, you can plug it directly into this thing. This is the little gadget right here. This is pretty much it. It's really handsome, and I think you guys can agree that it is aesthetically elegant. It has these kind of foamy rubber feet on the bottom of it here, and then it has a silicone slot in the top of it for your iPad or your phone. And I'll show you, for example, this is my Moto G, and with the case on it, it slips in there, but because this is silicone and it's a little bit stretchy, you can probably even fit like one of those big OtterBox type things in there with no problem. And because this has kind of a non-slip, non-sliding kind of a surface on this foam, you probably, like, you know, in a case like I had where my car stereo had been stolen one time, I used a little speaker on my dashboard with my phone to listen to, you know, to listen to my songs, and this here would have been much better than what I used. What you also see here is that it has a speaker phone, like a phone pickup hang up button and play pause button. It's the same button. You can also double this as a speaker phone. Works fabulously as a speaker phone. I've used it for that. Average battery life, let's get that out of the way. I use this thing through and through, no kidding, for 8 straight hours. I've had it run up to 12 hours non-stop, as loud as I dared to do it, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. But you really don't want to overdrive this, but you'll be surprised at the quality and volume that you can get out of this little speaker. It has this nice, handsome metal grating on the front of it. There's your little line-in jack right on the back of it. Right next to that is the USB port, and then a power switch. And one last curious thing that you'll see on the back of this thing, and honestly probably not something you're going to use all the time. I imagine there's some instances where you're going to use it, but this right here, it has a little leg just in case you have it in some tippy position or something. But truly, this thing is so stable that I guess if you have an iPad on it, then you probably want to put that leg on there. But if you don't have an iPad on it or whatever, then you probably, as far as I'm concerned, I'm probably not going to use that leg that much. It's really stable all on its own. So let's turn it on. It's going to make a cute little noise, so you probably don't want to turn it on when your roommates are sleeping or something. You might wake them up. So there it is. It's made its little chimey noise. And I'm going to turn on my phone here. And let's go into my Spotify here. And I've got some music by my friend Tyler Stenson, who happens to have given me permission to use it in my videos. So we'll play a little song off this thing. Memories are a series of backyard cul-de-sacs that smell of fresh cut grass, juniper. Why? Okay, so that's the speakers coming out of the phone, which I kind of like the speakers in the Moto G as far as cell phone speakers go. But let's turn on the Bluetooth and we will get this going. So I turn on the Bluetooth and it automatically pairs up to that because I've previously paired it up. But realistically, like if you wanted to do your Bluetooth pairing, you can just go into your Bluetooth settings and it's going to be the Inateck BP2001. It's really straightforward. Just pair up to it. One tip is that just like all other Bluetooth devices that you've ever used, you have to make your device visible before you can pair up to another device. So your tablet or your phone or your laptop has to be visible before you can pair it up to that. So we're connected up to it now, and let's listen to our song again. And I don't know if you can tell by what you're hearing just coming through my mic, but that's got a really nice tone to it. And with this speaker all by itself, it has great sound, fabulous sound. And I found that if you point it like at something, like maybe you have a cabinet or something that you can point it into or something, you might be able to get a little deeper tone out of it than what comes out of these little speakers. But that's just acoustically, you know, little tricks that you can do with little speakers like this. Like if you were to use it in your car, if you didn't have a decent car stereo, you could put this thing up on your dashboard and point it at your windshield, and believe it or not, your windshield would act as a diaphragm and give you back a neat speaker. That's just a little tip from me to you as a sound engineer. But the sound coming out of this thing is crazy good. So let's crank it up a little bit. Now you can tell that when I get it up to a certain volume level, it sort of distorts. It is capable of overdriving its power, but I wouldn't recommend that you do that. Just listen to it at comfortable levels and you'll be surprised at how great the sound is. We even use this with my phone out at a garage sale, and we set it up in the corner of the patio and we had it playing music all day long, all day and nonstop, and the thing never ran out. And it sounded great. It has just enough wattage that it can really like have a penetrating sound throughout the room, so that you don't necessarily, like with small speakers like this, a lot of times you won't be able to hear it very far, but you don't have to have this up really loud for it to be able to be heard evenly throughout the room, which makes it ideal for like the bedroom or for the living room. even in the bathroom. So like if you want to have music in your bathroom, and you know, you can set this thing up on the back of the john or up on top of the bathroom cabinets or something. People will be surprised at where that sound is coming from. I mean, if you just listen to that tone, it just sounds great. And let's turn the Bluetooth off on the phone, and let's pair it up to the laptop here. And of course, right there on the screen, the Inateck shows up right there. And I'm just going to go ahead and pair it. Good going there. And I'm going to just listen to this one right here. Oh no, not again. Oh no, not again. So again, just as easily, you can use it with your laptop or with your desktop computer. If you have Bluetooth, on your laptop or on your desktop computer, you can very easily use it with an iMac, just as easily with a MacBook, or with a PC that's Bluetooth equipped. Most of the laptops now have Bluetooth, so that's great. And it's just a great little speaker. So I've told you about the things that I love about it. I love the fact that it uses a standard charging cable for charging all the little power supplies that I have for charging my phone. I can also use it to charge this, and I can use it to charge my Logitech keyboard. The same cable I can use to charge all these things, and I can charge it in any USB port. And I love the fact that it has a standard audio cable for plugging in, line in, and you can even hook up little Y connectors for RCA jacks to line in from your stereo or something. If you're living in an apartment and you have a small space and you don't have enough room for a big speaker, this thing is perfect. It's really nice sound. If you have a laptop that has really bad sound and you want to listen to it, so those are things that I love about it. I love the fact that it has a speakerphone built in. The speakerphone works great. So there are a couple things that I don't particularly care for. One is a small complaint, just a small complaint. I kind of wish that this came with a little USB power adapter thing that you could plug this into. That's not a big complaint. It's just, I think we're assuming that everybody has USB, which it's pretty much true. So that's not a big complaint, but I think that they could have spared a couple bucks to send along a power supply. That's fine. I really don't mind, and I don't think that's a big enough complaint. The other thing that I don't like, and this is kind of a big complaint, it skips sometimes. And this is a complaint with Bluetooth headsets in general, and speakers and stuff. It skips once in a while, and it's not because it's too far away. I can get maybe 20-30 feet away without a problem. I can listen to music on my iMac over there and be in the shower listening to music on the Bluetooth, and that's not a problem. But even right next to my iMac, on occasion it will skip, and it skips when it doesn't do it often, but when it does it, it seems to do it a lot. I don't know why that is, and it seems like it skips and then it tries to catch up some. And it's not always with just streaming stuff. It's a lot of times with stuff that I have, the MP3s, and I've pre-recorded them. Now I'm playing them. So I don't know what causes that. I did find that I have a Motorola S9 pair of headphones. They do the same thing. They skip occasionally. Still sound great, but just it's kind of annoying when it skips. So I have one more complaint, last complaint, okay? And it's not a big complaint, but it is a complaint. It goes out of sync with video. So if I'm watching YouTube videos and I'm listening to the sound on this, then it goes out of sync. Sometimes it's spot on, but most of the time it's a little bit behind. And I don't know if that's a trait of Bluetooth in general, but it's kind of annoying. And I mean, I would really like to watch movies on my laptop with a big sound that this offers, which I think it's much bigger sound than what it looks like, but it's out of sync. It's just a little bit behind, so you kind of get that whole Godzilla Saturday morning monster movie kind of feeling. That's the only things that I could possibly find to complain about this. Outside of that, it's a great sounding speaker, and I think that for the price that it is, and if you want more information on that, you can check the link in the description. For the price that it is, it's really reasonable. I don't think that you could find a rival speaker for this at this price. And it may be that you might not find a rival speaker at this size at any price. I've gone out and I've tested the demos of the Beats pill, and I don't like it any more than this. And I certainly don't like it with its outrageous price tag. But this is really reasonably priced, more than reasonably priced. So I really love that. I think all in all, I would give this 4.5 stars. I would give it 5 stars if I thought that it wouldn't skip on me. I'm so tempted to give it 5 stars. Anyway, I think that it's a great product. I love it. I absolutely love it, and I hope that Inateck lets me keep it. Even with the sync issues, even with the skipping issues occasionally, it's really not that often. Even without having a power supply, which that's almost a no-brainer. That's not even a real complaint. So with that, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I hope that you enjoy this speaker as much as I have. If you want details on where to get that, you can check the link in the description. There's a link directly to Amazon where you can grab it. And there's also a link to Inateck's website. Do them a favor and check them out. See which one of their products that you think I should review next. Let me know. If they'll send it to me, I'll review it right here on the channel for you. Hey, thanks for watching. Please make sure that if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, maybe add it to your favorites, and maybe share it with your friends that you think would appreciate it. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please be sure to click that subscribe button up there. That will send you updates whenever I post a new video. If you want to see the next video, it's going to be right over there, and the previous video will be right over there. And you can click on that, and you can see the next and previous videos. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time right here on MindPower.